Mike was just telling you, we've been really enjoying watching you out there, and I think you had catch of the week, or catch of training camp so far with the one-handed grab in the end zone. Have you lived off of that one, or are you like, all right, next touchdown, I got to go get another one?
Yeah. I probably enjoyed it, after I seen it after practice and seeing it on the media and stuff. But, yeah, my deal is just kind of let that be where it was in that day and hopefully try to make something new happen each day.
Now, is there anybody taller than you on the field? I feel like you're the tallest guy on the field.
I'm not sure. Standing next to Terrence, I feel like Terrence may be a little bit taller. I feel like in the raw receiver group, I know I'm the tallest. But on the team, I feel like there may be a couple guys.
So I know all the benefits of being tall as a wide receiver, obviously going up and getting the ball. What is maybe a disadvantage that you found in your career of being the tallest wide receiver on the field, or a very tall receiver?
Usually with me being taller, most of the time going up against smaller DBs, there's just a lot of more of my body to be grabbed onto, just be impeded inside the route. Different things is like catching the ball at the catch point, trying to bring it back in. DBs are taught to play in between. My arms being so long, they have a lot of room to get in between there.
Do you ever feel like this is correlating it to basketball? Sometimes taller guys in basketball, guys are able to get away with fouling them more lower on their body because there's so much length there for the referee to look at that you're like, hey, they're grabbing me around my hip area, but the ref might not be watching that hip area. Do you feel like you get interfered with more because of your height?
Yeah, I feel like I said, I just feel like it gives more room for opportunity for the DB to be able to grab a hold or something like that.
Now, I'm 6'3", and my wife's family is all very short, like 5'5" kind of people. So I always have to get the tall things, the things high up in the cabinets whenever Christmas and Thanksgiving roll around. Is that your job too?
Yeah, most of the time. It's been like that for a long time.
We also have a co-host. His name's Kevin Hagelin. He's back in the studio, allegedly expecting a baby. We're not really sure about that or not. So
I am definitely sure about that.
Congratulations.
If you hear his voice, didn't want you to be like, I don't know who this guy is. So Kevin, take it away, man.
All right. Well, on the idea of having a baby, what do you think about somebody, and this is strictly hypothetical, that might be about to have a baby, and they also have another kid that's about to be a senior in high school?
Wait.
It's him. That's his life.
Yeah, it's definitely about him.
The kid in a senior in high school is about to have a baby?
No.
Yeah,
my son's about to be a senior in high school, and we're about to have a newborn baby. Do you think we planned this out well?
Maybe y'all knew that he was finna leave, and y'all just wasn't ready to be by yourselves yet. Maybe that's just what that was.
That's a good point. She does not like it when I call him the replacement child, though. So she does not care for that. Now, we were talking about this earlier when we told everybody that you were going to come on, and a bunch of people were like asking us questions and stuff like that. I was kind of hoping you could take us back in why the decision to play college football as opposed to take like a basketball only offer, because I know you had those too.
Mm-hmm. Well, coming out, I was recruited in both. I don't think I really ever had like a singular basketball offer. I think most of them were all dual sport. But the decision came just because I simply couldn't fathom like giving up football. Like if there was one sport that I seen myself like daily just like grinding out to, football was that sport for me. I enjoyed it since I was a kid, just getting on YouTube and watching football stuff. Like I could be fine all day long. Playing in the atmospheres of football, I feel like it's just uncomparable. And basketball was always fun. It kind of came natural to me. I had fun with it. But football was one of them things that I felt like if I let go that I would truly, truly miss it.
Who's a basketball player that you're in love with, your favorite guy?
Oh, LeBron. That's been my guy for the longest.
Can you change to Luka? Is there a way if you're on the Dallas Cowboys you can say it's Luka?
Yeah, I respect Luka game to the fullest, especially like with him being – sometimes I think it's easy to forget that he's as young as he is, like playing at the highest level. And like Luka's that guy.
The new PR guy comes from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Have you talked to him and said, hey, are you bringing LeBron to watch me score some touchdowns this year?
No, I haven't done that.
You go ahead and get that one lined up. I think we would work that one out for sure.
Yeah.
Now, we did get a tweet earlier this morning when we announced that you were going to be on with us, and I'm presuming that this person is from the area. They wanted to know how Ryder helped you grow in football.
Coming into high school, because it was we had the choice program back home. It was between Roder and Wichita Falls High School. And there was just things about Roder, you know, when it came to as like the kids they were putting out academically, how things were going. It was just the best move for me to go forward. And then the people that were all there, our coaches, teachers, and things like that, I feel like they were all put in the best position for us to succeed and help us grow at that time.
So when it comes to what we're watching out here, we know the Cowboys like you because they're working with you on special teams. Have you ever played, because your Texas Tech career, great career, I can't remember you playing special teams. Maybe you did there, but talk about trying to show qualities on special teams here with the Dallas Cowboys to make the team.
Oh, yeah. At Tech, I played on kickoff some. I really enjoyed it, you know, with it, especially being one of those things that, like, start the game off is real high energy. But for most guys, especially like me, coming in undrafted, you know, and trying to make a name for yourself, aside from, you know, offense and being like that's what you want to do, you know, getting those reps on special teams is just as important just because that's probably where you're going to get your niche on the field.
Do you like tackling or do you like blocking more?
I like to be on the field. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Yeah, when we play that back for the coaches, they're going to love that answer.
Yeah.
Oh, have you? Who is it that you work with the most then here? Like, is it? Are you looking with Kellen and like really grinding down with him, or does McCarthy come by? What do you guys?
Most times, if anything, if I'm doing most of my side work, is talking with the quarterbacks, maybe like Cooper Rush and Ben, and just like piecing their mind, just because those are the guys that I'm usually on the field more with. So having my rapport with them and kind of knowing how they're thinking is beneficial for me.
We had CeeDee Lamb on earlier, and he's still talking about showing he's a true number one receiver. And I heard there was kind of a motion of there got to be an alpha personality coming out of the wide receiver group. Is it built for that position to be, I mean, we say divas a lot, but is that position built just for, hey, you got to be a loud, competitive guy a lot of times?
Yeah, I mean, we always like to believe that the offense kind of runs through us, explosive plays, making big plays, getting the offense generated and putting some energy behind it. I think we kind of put that chip like on our shoulder to try to carry that. So I think all the guys like feed into that, whether it be CD at the top of the list or us guys fighting at the bottom. So I think that's just what it is for us.
Where do you fit in the hierarchy of trash talkers? Are you higher on the list, lower on the list? Who's running the show with that?
I really don't see too much trash talking. I'm a competitor. I'm gonna go out and compete. I'm really not too much one of the guys that'll start trash talk, but I'm definitely not a guy that'll just sit there and be quiet to something.
Well, I wanted to ask to kind of go along with that is I feel like this just comes with the job of being the Cowboys quarterback. People debate how good you are till the end of time. Like, do you hear the critiques of Dak, and what do you think when people are like, oh, he's not that great, blah, 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 blah?
I don't really hear too much of the critique because it doesn't too much matter. All that really matters is how us guys inside the locker room feel about each other and how we're going to go out and perform for each other. So, in my mind, Dax was one of the best out there. So I'm going to keep rocking with that.
If you make the team, what's the first thing that you buy with your first paycheck? Is there something that you've always wanted?
Groceries. That's what
no, fun.
Oh,
I get that.
Right.
Maybe an apartment or whatever in Frisco. I get that, but
I don't really have anything outlandish that I feel like I want to buy. I'm into shoes, things like that, but I'm cool with my Honda Accord right now. So there's nothing crazy for me.
Air conditioner works in Texas. That's all I need.
I asked CD this question because he is wearing Nikes. I don't see your feet right now. Are you wearing Nikes?
Nikes.
Okay, so he wanted to make a shoe from the KD4
Easter Mints.
Easter Mints is his favorite basketball shoe to turn into a football shoe that he could wear. If you could turn in, I'm going to assume it's LeBron after you saying LeBron is your favorite player. What LeBron basketball shoe would you want to turn into a football cleat?
I can't speak to what LeBron's shoe. I haven't had a pair of LeBron since like the first generation of LeBron's.
Okay, all right.
Like in 2003,
Dak's wearing like Jordan 1. Like, isn't he? Like his shoes are pretty interesting.
Jordan is like those are shoes. I think I 9 o'clock this morning, 7 o'clock this morning out here since we West Coast. I had to make sure I was online to get a pair of shoes to drop this morning.
What were they? What were the shoes that dropped?
It's called. I don't even know the complete name. I just know they were orange and white. They were coming out this morning. So.
Were they a Jordan brand? Okay.
Yeah. So I had to.
So that you think that you could turn that into a football cleat too?
Yeah, the Jordan 1s, 11s, 6s, 9s, almost anything between like 1 and 12.
When you get an orange shoe, what are you looking to put that with? I feel like orange or purple at times or yellow are tough to kind of then. You have to then go buy clothes to then work with those shoes, correct?
Kinda. I have some pieces, but I mean, if you have a white T-shirt, it can be real basic. It don't even have to be the most.
Do you feel like you want to be basic since you're showing off the shoe?
It's not even that. I just feel like I don't go too far out of my way to be like, oh, I got these shoes. I need to go find me an outfit that goes with it.
Okay.
All right, you're on the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl, and they put the play in. Do you want it to be touchdown in the back of the end zone, or are you handing it off to Marshawn Lynch?
What?
Or I mean, like whoever the running back is, or Marshawn Lynch, considering.
I'm going with the high probable. I'm going with the direct handoff. If it's me calling the play,
great choice.
If it's me calling the play, I'm probably going to hand the ball off. At least the first 2 times.
Okay, all
at
right.
least.
At least the first 2 times. I like that one.
You know why? So we're talking TJ Vasher right here on 105 through the fan. You know why I said that? He's like, I saw the first one, so give the ball to him one more time. That's smart. That's
Give him
smart.
another option. Yeah. Give him one more option. And that's crazy, too, to hear because as a receiver, you think, hey, I want my prime opportunity, but you just want the glory. You just want to win as a team.
Give me the ring.
That's I like that a lot. All right, so as y'all get moving here into the practices next week, are you expecting a little more physical nature going up against Denver and all that? Is it going to be a tough practice for you guys?
Yeah, I would expect that the energy starts to pick up a little bit more aside from just, going head to head with your teammates. I feel like it'll probably feel good to see some different colors lined across the ball, give it more of that real game feel just as we build more into the preseason going into the regular season.
Because you guys, I know Jordan was going after CD yesterday, and there's a lot of trash talk going on. Who's the player on the other side of this team that you're like, I love matching up against that guy?
Nashawn, Kelvin, of course Trey, just guys that I know are gonna go out and give real good work, and Shawnee's a long-rangey guy, so he's a lot different in his room. Fat's real strong, and compact, fast, and Trey's just a real savvy vet. So, you get something different with all 3 of those guys.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Well, since you mentioned Nashawn Wright, we just asked Will McClay about that yesterday, and he said there's been like a transformation body-wise. Have y'all seen it as well? And what have you thought about how he's done so far this camp?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the work, that a lot of guys have put in this offseason coming into this year. And I think a guy like Shawnee, being here last year and being a part of it, kind of just knew what he needed to do coming into this camp to try to escalate himself.
So last night, the Rangers had 2 first-round draft picks make their major league debut from the minor leagues. And I know there's not really minor leagues in NFL football, but I'm just wondering, have you dreamed yet and seen moments of you being on the field on Sunday Night Football versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Most definitely. I think a lot of it, about dreaming, is fantasizing and seeing yourself in those moments. And I do that a lot, where that's just seeing yourself watching film or just being in the room just talking. There's a lot of fantasizing and seeing myself in moments and things like that.
When you dream of that moment, what's the play that you make in your dream on Sunday Night Football versus the Bucs?
I see it being like a fade route, probably a fade route in the end zone. Tough, nothing simple. I feel it being a tough contested catch that just kind of makes me feel real good.
One-handed grab, maybe?
One hand, 2 hands.
Okay, all right.
And how do you celebrate? Are you just calm, or do you have something?
You have a dance?
Oh yeah, I love to walk across and hit a gritty or something. that new dance everybody been doing with Steph. I don't really know, but I definitely want to have fun in the end zone. I've always done that.
That right there, Mike, is why we need you to stop saying if he makes the team and when he
win.
makes
Go
the
ahead.
team.
Let's do the win.
You know what?
Here
And
for
I
this
want him
one.
to. I'm somewhat former Texas Tech, so
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And was it the Air Jordan 1 KO Syracuse's that you got this morning?
That might have been it.
Okay.
man.
I feel confident in that.
Kevin went and
that's
looked
it.
it up.
Yes,
or
I
did your son
did.
get a pair of those too this morning? Is that what you're trying to say, Kevin?
No, but he also loves shoes, so I
Yeah.
get it.
Are
All
they
right.
sold out, Kevin?
It looks like now they are sold out.
I've failed every time I've tried.
That's most times.
I'm
for
over.
me. I think in the amount of times I've tried, I think this is probably the second or third time that I've won.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna get in on
appreciate
this
it.
You
track.
got to show me your trick.